Joe Appio here at the 2010 Fairlawn Fireworks Display, and I'm here with Deputy Mayor Lisa Swain. Lisa, tell me about this event. It looks like a great turnout.
Well, we're so lucky. First of all, it's a beautiful night. The air is clear. It's not too hot. I don't feel any bugs.
Right.
And it's a beautiful night. It's a great opportunity for people to be together as a community, to be surrounded by our beautiful pool, which is so still and just looks luxuriating right now. And it's a great opportunity for everybody to come out on a nice night and celebrate what our community is about. I mean, especially since it's been such a difficult time in our budget, it's still a great opportunity when people can come out together and just be together, have some dinner and some fun, music. So I'm very happy to be here.
Right, pulling up here, I noticed a lot of people were eager to get over here with their children, and I think this is something they really need to do.
Yes. Sometimes you have to forget about what's going on outside and just hang out and have fun.
Joanne, you're a member of the fireworks committee. What does one do as a member of the fireworks committee?
Fortunately, I'm sort of ex officio, so I don't have a lot to do, but the committee does. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do the fireworks. Right now, we have, at every gate, there are volunteers, all in the orange shirts. Every year we change the color of shirts. This year it's orange, and they're at the gates selling tickets. Also taking the tickets that the vendors for us have sold already. They're making sure that everything is calm. They're collecting the money. And without them, we wouldn't be able to do it. They don't get to see the fireworks because they stay out there by the gates to make sure we don't have any gate hoppers. So they do see the ones in the air. But we have the Rotary, the Knights of Pythias, the radio club is around. They have the radios at every gate. There's a radio. There's also a police officer. Not that we've ever had trouble, but it's good to have them there. And the police officers will escort the volunteers back with the money at the end of the evening.
Well, this is very important. Volunteers make a town like Fairlawn really tick.
Mm-hmm.
And recently, the Bergen Record had a column about perhaps joining Bergen as one township and making a police department, Bergen Police instead of a Fairlawn Police and a Ridgewood Police. How do you feel about that idea?
I don't think it will see it happen. I don't think that there's too much home rule in New Jersey, and no political organization is going to give up their town. So I think there's a lot of things we can share services with. There are things that we already do, and there's many more that we can do, but I don't see everything being combined together in one big county. I think it's important. People like to forget for a little while that the economy is not so great. We still have the war. A lot of people, we do have people in Fairlawn that their sons are serving our country. So I think it's important for the community to know that everybody can be together. And even though it's not the 4th yet, we still are celebrating the birthday of our nation. So I think it's a good thing.
Right. We should never forget what this holiday really means.
That's correct. So I think everybody has a good time. We have a great show. It's a new vendor, and they have come with a lot more things than we've had last year. So it should be an amazing show.
I'm here with Deputy Mayor Weinstein. Deputy Mayor, what a turnout tonight.
Great turnout. It's a warm and good feeling to have all these people come out and come together as we do every year. You know, our heritage as a community, getting together, especially during these tough times. People still have to be positive, think forward. Everything's cyclical. We come out of it, and we want people to be feeling good. And so that's why we fought hard to have the fireworks again.
Last month, obviously, there was a very passionate meeting in council chambers. Tell us how you came to that very, very difficult decision.
Basically, we were handed down a cut in our budget, about $1.2 million from the state in aid. $1.3 million was our health insurance increase that we felt. It's the first time in 9 years that I've been on a council where we basically had to have furlough days, cut some labor. It's a tough situation. We didn't want to do it. We cut the library, which is the gem of basically Bergen County, and everybody goes there all the time in other towns, and it's just been a tough situation. We had to cut one of our minibuses. We don't want to do that. So this year, we had to do it. We have a lot of suggestions from our employees in moving forward, bridging over this situation. We have ideas. We're going to hopefully finalize this budget and pass it in the next couple of weeks. And then starting August, we're going to go right back and start working on the budget again, which in prior years you'd start in January and February. We're going to start in August. We just have to. There's no question about it. The governor is coming down with a cap of 2.5, which means 2.5% increase over the prior year. It's almost impossible. I hope that doesn't happen. But whatever it is, we got to constantly plan ahead. We got to plan to bring taxes down for our residents. Things are tough out there, and we got to worry about them, and that's our job. So these tough decisions is why we've been elected, and we have to handle them, and we're working hard to do that.
Let me ask you two quick political questions, and then we'll talk about these fireworks. Outspoken citizen Robert Gulak recently has stated his claim for, he's talking about pay to play, the issue of pay to play, and he's running because he believes pay to play is a bad thing and he thinks he can eliminate it. Talk about pay to play.
Well, pay to play is a bad thing. I personally have never been affected by pay to play. We passed one of the strongest and toughest pay-to-play ordinances in the state probably a few years ago, and I ran under that pay-to-play ordinance. And I think the key in running for office is not how much money you raise, although people argue that. It's really if the right message is out there, if you've done the right job, and then when you knock on doors and remind it's getting started and remind people to vote, they're going to vote for you. They'll feel comfortable. They may not agree with every single thing you say, but if they know you're working hard for them, it's fine. Pay to play, you know what? It's an issue. We've addressed it in Fair Lawn, and to me, it's not an issue anymore.
Okay. Well, those fireworks bring up the next question, the final political question, the possible reinstatement of Joe Ferriero. Tell me about that.
Well, I don't know about that. All I know is that the Supreme Court changed the ruling, and at this point in time, I don't think it's a good thing. I hope he moves on with his life and everything works out for him. You don't want to see anybody go into jail and that kind of stuff unless it's a horrible crime, okay? But for him, okay. But a message is out there that type of power isn't good for our community. Live your life, do what he needs to do, but we need a new leader for the Democratic Party in Bergen County.
Now let's talk about what this holiday means. Let's talk about why we're here today. Recently, one of our own came back to Fair Lawn, and thank God he's healthy and he returned to us in one piece. But many men aren't returning home. Tell us about what patriotism means to a community like Fair Lawn.
Well, there were three reasons I felt it was important to have the fireworks. The same as we have the Memorial Day Parade. We need to remember our heritage. We need to remember our soldiers, men and women around the world. And that's why we're still here and the country is safe. It's because of them. We also need, because of them, to continue to stay together as a community. And we need to think positively, and these are special holidays, special days that people come together. Once you get rid of that, once you don't have your fireworks, once you don't have your parade, what are we about? That's when you come together. Families sometimes don't come together except when it's a special birthday or Christmas or Hanukkah or various holidays like that. You need to continue to celebrate these holidays. And to me, it was so important. And obviously, it was important to a lot of people in our community because they stepped up and we were able to raise the money for the fireworks this year. So.
Hello. How's it going? Looks like a night of fun, right?